Hi friends, I'm Clara. Welcome back to Sweet Vintage Home. If you grew up in a small-town American bungalow or spent your summers at a grandmother's house, you probably remember seeing crochet everywhere. It wasn't just on the back of the sofa, it was on the arms of the chairs, the edges of the pillowcases, and even hanging in the kitchen. Sometimes, in our modern world of mass-produced decor, we look back at those handmade pieces and think they were just for show. But the truth is, Grandma didn't spend hours with her hooks and yarn just for decoration. She lived in a small home where everything had to earn its keep. Those 7 crochet ideas she used weren't just pretty, they actually worked. Today, I want to share how we can bring that same practical, handmade charm back into our own homes to solve the exact same problems she faced decades ago. Before we dive in, I'd love to know, do you still have a handmade piece from your mother or grandmother that you use every day? Please tell me about it in the comments. I love hearing the stories behind your treasures. One of the most recognizable sights in a traditional American living room was the chair set, or what some might call antimacassars. These were those delicate, often pineapple motif lace pieces pinned to the headrest and arms of a favorite upholstered chair. While they look purely ornamental today, they were Grandma's secret weapon for longevity. Back then, furniture was a major investment, meant to last a lifetime. Grandma knew that the oils from our hands and hair would eventually wear down the fabric on the arms and headrest of a wingback chair. Instead of buying a whole new slipcover, she crocheted these small, removable protectors. In our homes today, especially if you love the cottage look, we often use light-colored fabrics or thrifted finds that we want to preserve. You can use a beautiful cream cotton crochet lace set to protect your favorite reading chair. It breaks up the solid color of the upholstery, adds a layer of soft texture, and when it gets a little dingy, you simply unpin it and toss it in the wash. It's much easier to launder a piece of lace than it is to scrub a sofa arm. It's a practical solution that makes a room feel cared for and thoughtfully arranged. Grandma's kitchen was the heart of the home, but it was often full of hard, cold surfaces: wood, enamel, and tin. To make the space feel more inviting and to solve small storage problems, she turned to crochet. You might remember those little crochet dress pot holders, or the thick, round cotton ones hanging from a wooden peg rail. These weren't just for looking at. A thick, double-layered cotton crochet pot holder is actually one of the best tools for grabbing a hot handle of a yellowware mixing bowl or a cast-iron skillet. They provide a better grip than those bulky, oversized oven mitts we see today. Another idea that actually worked was crochet shelf edging. If you have open shelving in your pantry or a small hutch, a scalloped white crochet trim tacked to the edge of the shelf does something wonderful. It hides the slightly worn edges of old wood and adds a vertical softness that balances out the weight of ironstone pitchers and glass jars. It's a simple way to make a utilitarian pantry feel like a curated part of the home. Next time you're at an estate sale, look for these small handmade trims. They are a budget-friendly way to add personality to a narrow kitchen corner. We can't talk about Grandma's house without mentioning the iconic granny square Afghan. Usually, these were made from scraps of wool left over from other projects. Nothing went to waste in those Sunday kitchens. But beyond the nostalgia, these blankets were incredibly functional. Because of the holes in the granny square pattern, these blankets are surprisingly breathable while still being warm. Grandma would fold one across the foot of a guest bed or over the back of a porch swing. In a small home, you often don't have space for a massive, bulky duvet for every season. A granny square throw provides that perfect middle layer. Styling-wise, a granny square blanket is a hero piece. If you have a plain, neutral room that feels a bit cold, draping a 1970s style Afghan in shades of sage green, mustard, and dusty rose instantly gives the room a soul. It connects mismatched furniture and brings a sense of history to a space. It's the ultimate transformation piece that you can fold, drape, or even use as a cozy wrap on a chilly morning while you drink your coffee. If you're enjoying these ideas for a more personal, handmade home, please take a moment to hit the like button. It really helps our little cottage community grow. And I'm curious, which do you prefer? The classic white lace look or the colorful, scrappy granny square style? bedroom, Grandma used crochet to manage light and add a layer of comfort that felt personal. One of my favorite ideas that still works beautifully is the crochet-edged pillowcase. She would take a simple cotton or linen case and crochet a 2 or 3-inch border of fine lace along the opening. When you layer these on a bed, that handmade edge peeking out from under a quilt makes the whole room feel more finished. It's a small detail, but it speaks of a home that isn't rushed. Then there were the café curtains. In small-town American bungalows, houses were often built close together. Grandma needed privacy, but she didn't want to sit in a dark room. A crochet lace café curtain, covering only the bottom half of the window, was the perfect solution. The light filters through the patterns, creating beautiful shadows on the floor, while the weight of the cotton provides enough of a screen from the street. It's a practical, small-space solution that adds privacy without the heavy, dusty feeling of thick drapes. It keeps a small bedroom or bathroom feeling bright and airy. Now, a common mistake people make when bringing crochet back is using too much of it at once, which can make a home feel like a museum or a craft bazaar. Grandma's secret was balance. She knew how to make one piece the focal point while letting the rest of the room breathe. If you have a beautiful, intricate crochet tablecloth, don't cover it with a busy floral runner and 10 different knickknacks. Let the craftsmanship of the lace be the star. Pair it with a simple wooden table and maybe one clear glass vase of garden flowers. The goal is to follow the collected, not cluttered method. Use crochet to soften the hard parts of your home, like a lace doily under a heavy metal lamp, or a crochet basket to hold your mail on a wooden entryway table. By mixing the soft, handmade texture of the yarn with harder materials like wood, glass, and ironstone, you create a home that feels balanced, clean, and incredibly homey. This is how you use vintage items so they feel fresh and relevant for today's living, rather than just a memory from the past. It's wonderful to realize that the things our grandmothers made weren't just about passing the time. They were about making a home function better and feel more loved. Whether it's a simple pot holder in the kitchen or a cherished quilt on the bed, these handmade layers remind us to slow down and appreciate the useful beauty in our everyday lives. You don't need a house full of expensive things to have a home with character. Sometimes, just one thoughtful handmade detail is enough. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If you enjoyed our walk through these vintage ideas, I'd love for you to subscribe and join our sweet vintage home family. I'll see you in the next video. Happy decorating, friends!